Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I'm Frenzy the Killbot, and I have Swordfish and Cletus with me.
Hello.
Hello.
And this is the final video, the last mission. A couple of videos ago, we got the unsurprising news that we need to climb the shard. But the one thing they didn't mention is that since the shard got bombed, all the trains that run there have been stopped. So we need to figure out how we're actually going to get there.
I'm guessing we're going to parkour there.
You would be incorrect.
Oh, I was going to guess that we were going to hijack a train.
Well, Swordfish is correct, although we are going to parkour in order to hijack a train.
I love it when we're all right.
In a way, you're both right.
Wow, I love it.
Good, you're there. Connect to the console I've marked for you, and I'll tunnel in. Once I start spurting the hubs, you'll have to be fast getting to each one. Just so you know.
Yeah, and that's actually all the introduction it really gives you to the idea that you're hijacking trains, which I find kind of strange. You'd think there'd be some
Yeah, it wasn't
cutscene
exactly clear from...
Right.
I thought that was a laser. Like, no, don't jump at it.
I'm there. Connecting you.
Here we go. Go to the next one. Hurry!
I'm gone.
Yeah, so this whole mission is sort of a timed checkpoint thing where you gotta get to the other two hubs before time runs out.
Nobody ever appreciates the complexity of what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe you could make it a little simpler and not have us run like this.
Yeah, there does seem to be a lot of physical hacking for plastic.
Yeah. I understand that this is the type of game it is, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it slide.
It's actually kind of a cool mission. Like you get to see a lot of this area, the downtown area that you maybe haven't played around in lately.
Damn it. Krugersek have noticed something's up. They sent a patrol to the second hub.
Bam! I so like the jumps.
Yeah.
The jump kicks are killing me.
Wow,
There we
that
go.
looked really easy.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one. These hubs are going to get slightly more complicated as we go, and they turn into sort of more climbing puzzles. So these platforms are moving now, but the thing is, once you stand on it, her weight's too much and they stop moving.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, calling it a puzzle is still probably a little bit
Generous?
Yeah, generous.
I have an idea. Let's put this this control panel right at the top of this weird fucking moving thing.
Yep.
This won't violate any of our workplace
Connecting.
rules.
I mean,
you have your hard hat on? Good.
Good. You're good to go.
I think it's funny
Got
that you
it.
think they have any type of workplace safety regulations,
It's true.
because I have a feeling that they don't.
Alright, then it's just an inefficient design, alright?
Yeah, that part's definitely true.
And I bet they do for the, the upper class,
Yeah, you might be right.
high caste.
Although I doubt those are the people who need workplace health and safety.
Yeah, but they also probably wouldn't let low caste work in this area.
Yeah, it could be.
Whatever happened with that woman who wanted to divorce her husband?
I mean, presumably she divorced her husband. I don't know.
They went to couples therapy and are now living happily ever after.
Oh.
That I doubt. Like, we never get any follow-up on whatever her face was, Beatrice. Maybe when they do the next game, they'll have another graphic novel that she shows up in, but
Oh.
who knows?
They're doing another game?
Probably. There's been a couple cliffhangers throughout the game, and maybe we'll talk about that at near the end of the video.
Yeah, I guess we should see how it ends first.
Yeah, that's probably a good start. But here
I'm
we go.
sad. I'm really sad that. Oh,
Oh,
and stressed.
the rare frenzy fuck up.
Yeah.
You did it. I have full access. The trains are mine. Now you should have no trouble getting to the shard.
Plastic, is there anything you can't do?
Of course. Lots of things. And after all this, I will need to stay off the grid for a while. Everything I do leaves a trace, and sooner or later the grid watch will catch on. Even if they are stupid. I knew it! They're trying to ambush you. Get away from their faith.
It just sort of reminds me of Prince of Persia, where you try to jump at a wall, but you jump the complete opposite direction.
Oh yeah, there is some of that for sure. Pretty much any type of platforming game has some screw-ups like that.
Yeah.
I was just saying I just finished Rise of the Tomb Raider the other day, and that's another game that has that sort of all sorts of platforming, and there are definitely situations where you just jump in the completely wrong direction to your death.
Yep. And I was never a big fan of platformers or Prince of Persia or any of those games. Really like watching them be played, but not interested myself. And my girlfriend still plays them, so
Yeah.
I get to hear her freak out all the time.
What game has she been playing?
She's playing, I think, the most recent Prince of Persia,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
and she just downloaded another one, Oxenfree, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I've heard of
Never
that.
heard of that one.
It's one of those indie games, but it's not so much like a really play game. It's a story game where the choices you make have different create different options. So
You wouldn't make it, but
there's like a bunch of different endings, and it's just mostly a story about a bunch of kids on an island or something.
Oh,
That's neat.
oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Seems pretty cool.
You need to start putting like entering warp drive.
Yeah. Well, we got to go talk to Plastic, and it's a long way away from there, and we've seen this run a whole bunch of times, so
Yeah.
let's just speed through it.
Star Swipe to Plastic's apartment.
Yeah, I was watching Frenzy play. What was that, Tomb Raider?
Yeah, that was Rise of the
for a
Tomb Raider.
while. When you guys went to cottage.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just spectate on Steam.
Yeah, lag the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
so
not
funny.
it was not friendly on my gameplay.
I don't know why it's so intensive on the player for someone to spectate.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, let's see what the plan is for this final showdown.
Tensile property testing initiated.
don't encourage him.
I was sleeping.
Whatever keeps him busy.
Is it ready?
Of course it is. Didn't we say so?
There's a console in the main control chamber in the shard. Upload the virus there. It'll permanently corrupt the carrier signal and cause the reflection nanites to go inert.
You just need to get to the top. The rest will take care of itself. More or less.
Simple, right?
Right.
It'll be the greatest run ever.
If I live. Well, there's no time like the present. Any last advice?
Don't die.
What she said.
This is our one chance to nip reflection in the bud. So, go on, girl. Save us all.
So
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Here's what I don't like. You start downtown, and then you have to go to Plastics to get that cutscene, and then immediately you have to go back downtown to get to the train.
Oh,
Yeah,
So, are we entering warp drive?
we will be in just a second, I believe.
Perfect.
but I'm guessing this is the last time you're going through any of these places, right?
Yes.
We've got a train prepped and ready for you, Faith. Head to the Zephyr Transit Hub and get on board somehow.
I'll drive it.
We also disabled the safety override system, so it should be a smooth ride all the way to the Shard.
Whoa. We're not interested in even dealing with Krugersec anymore.
We don't have time for that.
No, we gotta save the world. Well, maybe not the world.
Your world.
Yeah.
Are you gonna hook up with Icarus after this?
I don't know.
Gosh, I hope so.
Not everything has to have a love story, Swordfish.
He's just so dreamy.
What about Plastic? She was getting pretty close to you.
I mean,
She was downright human.
it was a pretty awkward hug, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
It's...
sorry, kind of cool touches. It's the same trapdoor that we exited from a train. So they actually have more than one use for this sort of piece of scenery in the floor.
It was so long ago, I don't remember.
Well, I like it.
I'll take your word for it.
According to the latest tally, almost 500,000 employees have already signed up for Reflection. First adopters now number in the tens of thousands. It's a complete success.
It's messing up the grid.
It'll mess a lot of things up if we don't stop it. Not the least the host themselves. Once Kruger starts experimenting with the emotional influence parameters on a mass scale, all bets are off.
Sort of a pity we won't get to see it.
No, it's not Plastic. Glass is just the testing bed. If Reflection is successful here, the conglomerate will make it mandatory for all employees in Cascadia. It will eradicate what little personal freedom there is left.
We can see you, Faith.
What Plastic is saying is that she's managed to access a bunch of news drones.
I'll be able to follow you all the way up. And I can use them to hack services in the building. Elevators and stuff.
Looks like they're evacuating.
Only a few. They still seem to think that the damage can be repaired. Stay on the move, Faith, but watch out for damaged areas. The glass there might be brittle enough to break under your weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, quick question.
Okay.
If somebody hacked a train and they were like, oh, okay, I hacked a train for you, let's go. Would your first impulse be to stand on top of it?
I mean,
Or
probably
would you ride
not.
inside of it?
You think she could have gone to a train station and, like, boarded a train there, yeah.
I mean, I'd want to be able to get the hell out if I knew I was going somewhere illegal.
Here we go.
But how are you going to get out?
So now they know I'm here.
I mean,
Like, jump off the moving train?
Following the bombing, they'd shoot at anything.
they can't really
What can I
do
expect
anything
at the
to you
top?
on top of the
Expect
train.
the control
That is
chamber
true.
to have some
So when they
sort of
stop it, you have an
security.
easy off.
We've been unable
Yeah.
to
Instead of
find
ha-
the parameters,
having to
so
funnel
you
out a
should
door.
assume the worst.
It's true.
Wish I could be there with you. Figured I'd drop in on the party. Glad to see you're doing good. I can't wait to get Reflection out of my body.
It doesn't work like that, Icarus. The virus will corrupt the carrier signal, which will disable the nanites, but they will still remain inside you.
It's chilly up here.
That's due to the change in air density. I just looked it up. Oxygen content will go down as well, but that's not a serious problem below 18,000 feet. And you won't go that high.
What if they shut down the reflection carrier signal before I get there?
From what we can see, they still expect the building to remain intact. Some have evacuated, but many remain.
They're stupid.
Oh, we might be wrong, Plastic.
Not a chance. I've done the calculations twice.
Plastic, have you ever been wrong?
No.
I love that line.
Never.
That's what I tell my brothers all the time, that I'm never wrong. They love it.
I'm like that at work.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
You'll need your mag to continue upward. See if you can find an attachment point somewhere.
Oh, that's a big fan.
You should be able to ride one of the blades out, Faith. attached to it and just...
Alright, you ready for this?
Oh,
I sure
jeez.
am.
Oh, frig.
This is such a terrible idea.
This is great.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Perfect.
I've reached
That
the
stressed
top.
me out.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a hell of a climb.
It's not an ideal method of transportation.
Ah.
Imagine being one of those goons who just sits at the top of a fucking tower. Oh, jeez. That must have been one of the most boring jobs, and then he just gets kicked to his death.
Yeah.
They're wearing t-shirts too. It'd be freezing up there.
I'll shut it down. There. Hurry. Their firewalls are a joke. My sister could hack through them, and she's even more stupid than Kuma. Damn it. What? The lock is wrong. It must have been hit by falling debris. This section is not stable, Faith.
Right, so we get kind of a neat climbing sequence here. There is falling debris, so you sort of need to be careful which of these pipes you're climbing on. I don't know what the pipes are. Glowy red pipes all over the place.
Internet.
Yeah.
How many QuickTime events are we getting this episode?
None.
Damn it.
Does this game really have any QuickTime events?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember any.
But they had them in the last Mirror's Edge, so...
Yes, that's right, they did.
So I was hoping for at least one.
I mean, it's sort of a tough thing to do. You cannot wait till the end of the game to throw QuickTime things at you, because it's just... people will fail every single time.
Last boss, QuickTime event.
Speaking of Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider reboot game has a QuickTime event early on in the game. Like, it's sort of a tutorial part, but it's not a friendly one at all. You get like a second and a half and then dead.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. And it's not super clear what button you even need to press. So you need to figure out what button to press, so you die a couple times, just trial and error. It's a little bit weird.
It really breaks up the game.
Yeah.
In a bad way.
It's a nice floating tree.
Right? This atrium is so cool.
So useless.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the buildings, though, have had...
You're like the only person who's ever been on that tree island.
I've never seen this many trees before. It's beautiful here.
Most employees don't know it, but fresh water is fast becoming a valued commodity in Cascadia.
That's too bad. The rest of the city could use a bit more of this.
Use the vent at the top. We'll lose contact for a bit again, Faith. This shield...
I guess I never realized how few trees there are in this game until right now.
I mean, I have mentioned it a couple times throughout the LP.
I don't normally listen to you, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just like to talk.
I'm here to hear myself talk, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm here for the Swordfish fans out there, you know?
All one of them.
And it's me.
It's Swordfish.
But no, I mean, I did mention that, I think, in the very first video of the LP, but that was months ago now, so I don't really blame you for not remembering.
I think you mentioned it again when we were in the rich people apartments.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, right, they have the cherry trees, don't they?
Because, yeah.
Yeah. How are there multiples of these whatever shafts just with falling debris constantly?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
But I definitely see why they're evacuating, because there's a lot of damage going on.
Serious wreckage here.
Mm-hmm. This was like one bombing?
Yes. Now I think the you can see right there, that's a blade from one of the fans, so I think a lot of the structural damage was actually sort of not from the bomb.
Wasn't there only one giant fan?
No, there's a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least 2.
This kind of reminds me of the Spire in, what's that game? Where you jump and climb and you're an agent. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit like that.
The new Crackdown's out soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it Xbox or is PC? Whoa, jeez. I didn't even see that part.
I think it's everything.
It's Xbox
I want to say
One,
it's everything.
But all like first-party Microsoft games are going to be available on PC as well through their like Xbox gaming app.
What the fuck are you talking about? You mean Steam?
Yeah.
Yes, the Microsoft version of Steam.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never actually like used the Xbox gaming app, but I guess you can get like Xbox games on it to run on your PC.
That thing's got a damn long cord.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay, so I'll get to play it on my computer.
Potentially. I don't actually know how it works, but
don't quote him on that.
In theory, yes, you should be able to.
That is a fun game.
Yeah. One of the complaints about this whole climbing the shard is that so much of your climb is just kind of push button ascend.
Yeah, but I mean, you're in a broken ass part. Like, you've already climbed for a good 5 minutes here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the thing about that complaint is if you think back to the first Mirror's Edge, most of your climb was actually standing in an elevator. So this is way better than that.
Agreed.
It just seems like there's a lot less parkouring, but I don't know how you really fit that in to climbing a gigantic skyscraper.
Yeah, you had you had that wind turbine fling you, so you gotta. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just like an outrageous height to go.
Yeah, exactly. And
oh,
we get a new twist. It turns out all this glass that the buildings and everything are made of is not unbreakable. Yay, plastic. She gets a couple more awesome lines.
Ooh. Oh.
It's getting a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I actually originally owned this on the Xbox. I remember having a lot more trouble with this section on the Xbox than I did on the PC. I don't know if it's just more, I don't know what the word would be, better reaction times on PC than on Xbox, or because of the controller or something. No idea, but you definitely can die for that glass falling out under your feet. It is not set up to not let you die.
Would have been perfect for a quick time event.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, what the
Kuma
fuck?
wants you to be careful, Faith.
Hey, you guys. Whoa. There's a huge hole in the wall here.
The explosion tore off one of the rotor blades. You might need the mag to keep going.
I think this right here might have actually been the epicenter of the blast.
Yeah.
You're getting close, Faith. Plastic is trying to open the elevator doors for you, but see if you can find another route in the meantime.
It's got a question about it.
She did not say the word if, plastic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got a little bit of time to kill while she's working on the elevators. And,
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. Plastic. I need those doors open. Now.
Maybe you should have just fucking chilled where you were, you dumb
There's
bitch.
plastic everywhere.
you can actually win this fight. Just for fun, when I was replaying this section for something, I think I needed a new take of one of the cutscenes. I fought them all, and you can definitely win. There's just no... there's no advantage to doing so.
I made it.
So now those last ones that you're climbing with all the debris look like elevator shafts?
They looked like it, yeah. But I don't think they were.
Maybe they're elevator shafts that people were working on, and that's where all the debris was coming from.
Hey, Dogan here. You should know that I too am tracking your progress with great interest. And then I'm throwing another bomb for you. Destroy reflection, and I will give you the drawing. I can say you can't say you're dead, but then you have no reason to come visit.
What drawing?
In a long position which Faith has been craving for some time. I'll let her tell you about it.
There's still no signs of general evacuation.
What about Kruger?
We're not even sure he's in the building. Could be he evacuated just in case.
I've reached the top. Quite a view up here.
That's it, I give in. You are the better runner, Faith.
You're stupid, Icarus. Faith, the console you want should be in the command center just below you.
No love for Icarus.
Whoa.
This is actually a really cool level.
There's always a helicopter pad, and the bad
There's a
guy
console
is
here.
gonna...
That's it. Connect the Omnistat drive, and the virus will do the rest. And you should probably expect some guards to show up any minute.
Oh. Something's going down.
You think there's going to be a showdown here in this in this room?
Here in
Oh,
this
yeah.
ominous console room.
As I suspected. What do you hope to accomplish here?
I'm giving people the right to decide things for themselves.
Oh, Faith, hasn't it ever occurred to you that people might want reflection?
They just want the pretty lie you're giving them, not the ugly truth.
Oh, yes, the truth is always ugly, isn't it? As you should know. It's your mother's work that you intend to wreck, after all.
She never wanted this. You perverted everything she ever stood for.
What do you know of her reasons? You were a child. You're still a child. Wantingly destroying everything around you. I promised your sister that I would capture you alive. Submit and you won't be harmed.
Never.
Yeah, so we gotta take on 2 Sentinels at once. That's the boss fight.
Oh, they have a lot of health.
Yeah. These guys are tough enough when you have to face one of them. Although most of the time when you have to fight them, they got like the enforcers hanging around being annoying. So this isn't all that bad, actually.
Sir, we can't do anything. She just keeps running up walls and jumping at us.
Yeah.
Gosh, she's like on fucking crack.
I keep seeing Kruger as Christoph Waltz, too.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I just kind of expected evil German accent, but...
Yeah.
Dogan said process instead of process, so... I was like thinking he's got some British training, you know?
So these guys don't seem all that hard.
No, I mean, it's true that the combat in this game, the trick is as long as you keep moving, you're basically fine. The only times I really get hit are when I stand still for too long.
Damn runt. I should have had you killed with your leech parents.
You've lost Kruger. Your control ends here.
Reflection is not about control. It's about survival.
For you and the other families, maybe. It's time you all withered and died.
By destroying Reflection, you're dooming your dear sister as well.
I'm setting her free.
Hardly. Isabel has a chronic lung condition. With Reflection, we've managed to keep it at bay. Destroy it.
You're lying.
Am I? Am I lying? You almost managed to kill her once. Why not just go finish the job?
Back!
Everyone around you dies, Faith. Did it ever occur to you that maybe you're the one to blame?
Shut up! You killed my family! You killed my friends! And you killed Noah.
What the hell are you waiting for? Stop that thing and kill her!
Cat!
What?
What?
It looks like the virus activated, so...
Oh.
Yeah, so Kruger's not lying. Reflection actually is helping Isabel with her lung issue.
Oh, you gotta crack a few eggs, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Small sacrifices.
Oh, jeez.
Cat! Stop it! I hate you! Stop it, Cat! My name is Isabel! Your name is Caitlin Connors! You're the daughter of Erica and Martin. And my sister. I have no sister. You left me! Cat! He said you died in the riots. With Mom and Dad. I cried for months. And then I convinced myself that you never existed. It was the only way. He killed our parents! I saw it! And he's killed hundreds more for the sake of reflection!
Isabel! Come! We're leaving!
You don't have to do what he says, Cat! You are your own person!
This has gone on long enough! Fire!
No, no, no! Don't understand. I have to.
And that's how it all went down. I wish I could say everything changed. That the employees rose up in disgust over reflection and overthrew the conglomerate. But there was no mass uprising. No riots on the streets. Kruger's sect remained in control. Life went on as before. Or almost. Because something had changed. We'd started something. Something we intend to finish.
You motherfucker, you're not even gonna tell me what the drawing is?
What do you mean?
I want to know what the drawing was. Why is it so important?
It's supposedly some sort of blueprint for her mom's like neural control algorithms or neural interface algorithms.
All right. Well, they left quite a few loose ends, I'm gonna say.
Yes, and that's why I think there is going to be a sequel. I do
that
like.
Was intense.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of how they did her sister this time around. I'm glad she wasn't just a cop that got framed, you know?
Yeah, and I like that it's not like a clean ending as far as that goes. Like, it doesn't just turn into her sister loves her and everything's happy. They're like...
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
I do want to know how she got off that building.
Yeah, there's some cliffhangers, I should say, as far as that goes.
I'm willing to chalk it up to Plastic sending a drone up for her, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah, she's a little stuck there. As far as the whole sequel thing goes, one of the things I want to mention, and nobody's brought it up so far, a couple videos ago, after you hack Kruger's network, and Plastic is looking through it, she mentioned something called Project Ares. I'm sorry, but a tyrannical government having something called Project Ares is like the biggest red flag ever.
Yeah. Wasn't Ares what it was called in the last one?
No, that was Icarus. That's why the whole Icarus
right.
thing was. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep them separate now.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. But
and I'm also mad that my prediction of Icarus being a douchebag did not come to fruition.
Yet.
Still a double agent.
Yeah, he's deep cover.
Yeah. After the credits, they're gonna show them getting it on.
Playing the long game.
There is a scene after the credits.
I called it.
It's not that.
We wouldn't be sitting here watching the senior director managers' names if there wasn't, right?
Nah, there would. I always show the credits. I think that's kind of.
Give him some props.
Yeah, it's just a good thing to do.
Yeah. Will Wang, you awesome research moderator, you.
My God, the credits in games these days are so long.
They had like a bunch of thank yous, and one was like to the Mirror's Edge speedrunners.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
But like the rest are kind of boring.
See, those are the good ones. The voice actors.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, they're real quick.
Well, I sped this up.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I sped it up by like 4 times or 8 times. I forget which.
Holy fuck.
And it's still like 5 minutes?
Yeah. It's like a 45-minute long credit sequence.
Jeez.
They're so long these days. Because they have like... they.
How long is it?
I think maybe it's half an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They mention everybody at all of their offices around the world who had any input in the game, which these days is like an insane number of
people.
Yeah.
They thanked the janitors too.
Probably.
Special thanks to our volunteer forums moderators.
Yeah. I think that's in here somewhere.
Excellent.
To all the Mirror's Edge community on Reddit. I'm assuming there is one.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
Our Mirror's Edge.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I do hope they make a sequel, because I do like the game.
It's a solid world.
Yeah.
Like, it really is a solid world.
They do mention, when you're climbing the tower, Aline mentions the whole lack of fresh water thing, so you can easily see how the next game would involve sort of resource scarcity turning into just a mess.
Yeah. I think this would make a fantastic movie.
Yeah, that would make a cool movie, Mirror's Edge.
Or they would butcher the first one, and then another one will come out in 10 years later, but...
Yeah, I think it'd be, like, really similar to the... what's it? The Mockingbird one.
Oh, yeah.
Hunger Games.
What's the other one with the girl?
The Divergent.
Divergent, yeah.
The first one, like, I was watching, I was like, this is pretty solid, like, pretty good. And then it ended, and I was like, I thought there was another hour left in the movie, and was like, what the fuck? Like, it missed out on all the, like, good tropes from the dystopian, storyline, and just did nothing. That was unbelievable.
Well, fair enough. I haven't seen it, but we're just reaching the end of the credits, so let's watch that extra scene.
Joanna Kruger, CEO of Kruger Holdings, today announced the successor to Gabriel Kruger, head of Kruger Sec and missing since the terrible events in Glass recently. Kruger will be superseded by his daughter, Isabel, who, while still mourning her...
Well, I have to go.
...claimed to be excited by the challenge...
Your sister's the new head of Kruger Sec. Interesting. Plastic made a breakthrough with Kuma. I'm off.
Investigation into what happened. Millions of
I am sure glad to be rid of that crap. That's one I owe you forever, Faith. So, what are you gonna do next?
I'm gonna run.
All right.
We did it.
So, how do you feel about the whole Gabriel Kruger missing, but again, no body?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see him on the drone when she was taken off.
Right.
So you never know.
I mean, he's out of the spotlight. They're making Isabel his successor, but...
Yeah, he might have just, wanted to stay low, fake his death.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, start like an organic farm upstate.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm hoping he's a brain in a jar. Because I think that'd be neato.
That's a very specific prediction.
Yeah. But that's it.
You did it.
So,
oh.
Yeah.
I liked this one. And I'm looking forward to whatever you've got in the pipeline, Frenzy.
And I don't know what that is yet, so I'm not going to tease it.
It's an EVE Online LP, I promise.
No.
EVO Online.
EVE Online.
Anyway.
Oh. I heard that he was doing a League of Legends Let's
Play. Right. Next. Well, that's the end of that. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you later.
See you next time.
Bye.